Who am I?
A big question.
Yeah. The meaning of life.
Yeah.
Who am I? Well, I'm Hilkka Helmi, Finnish contemporary artist from Finland, yeah, but originally from the countryside. So, like, I think in my art you can see the countryside Savo sense of humor also. My art, I think there's mainly three bigger themes that I'm dealing with my art. It's animal rights, women's rights for their bodies, and like women's bodies being over-sexualized, and then ADHD, because I have ADHD and it's like a very big part of my life. And it's like now with the Kunsthausjägermeister project, I will make a large-scale ADHD self-portrait, which is going to be part of this three art piece. Yeah, so in Kunsthausjägermeister project, I will do a big-scale self-portrait of my ADHD. And I'm going to combine my freak portraits, which are like these kind of photo art portrait of myself, and then I will also combine with the painting with my acrylic paints. And it's going to be the first piece of these three pieces collection of the ADHD project. And the first part, which I'm starting now, it's my physical and mental state now that I'm not taking any medication for this. I haven't had any medication for my ADHD, so we are now like in the little bit deeper waters. It comes and goes. Like ADHD, it's not all about like, oh, it's a superpower. It's also like shit, basically. But yeah, the first piece, what I'm starting now, it's going to be like my physical mental health now. And then the second one is going to be like after I start the medication, which is hopefully like in a few months. And then the final piece for this series is going to be when I have had the medication for maybe like 6 or 10 months. I don't know it yet. But I hope we will going to see like the process of the ADHD and medication in my art, the self-portraits. So that's like the main thing what I'm working on now. But then in my art it's also the animal rights and women's rights for their own bodies. Techniques I use in my art is mainly painting with acrylics, and then photo art, like these kind of, I call them freak portraits. So those are my two techniques that I use. And for the freak portrait, it started for the when I was painting my exhibition about body positivity, and then first I was thinking, okay, I will start painting the female bodies to the canvas, but that just didn't feel right. Then I started doing the photo collage, because I thought that it will bring the matter better to the audience than just my painting, because this is like the real issue, and I wanted to bring the like real bodies. So photo was the technique that I started doing then. It was, I think, 2019. What inspires me? I think for me the main thing in my art is to bring out something like deeper meaning for the art. But I also like the themes that I'm handling at the time, like the ADHD, women's rights, animal rights, like big issues. But I always want to bring them out with the like positive way. I don't know, positive way is the correct term, but like also with humor. That you don't need to see the heavier meaning of the painting first. You can see it, but you don't need to. You can just enjoy like, oh, okay, I like how it looks. And I think I also want to make people like smile or have a little grin, like, oh, what's this? So like bring also like happiness. My first impression of Kunsthaus, I've been following you guys like from the beginning in social media. Unfortunately, I haven't been in the exhibitions before because at the time I've always been abroad. But I've been following it and thinking about like, okay, for the next open go, I will definitely want to send my application. And I think it's so nice that you create the space where we can just do our thing, like do our art, and just fully focused on that. Yeah, I'm really looking forward of that, and especially now when I heard about the space that we're going to have like a huge space just for 5 artists. It's like amazing. I just can't wait. I'm really looking forward of meeting the other artists, or like getting to know the other artists, networking with them, and doing the collab piece with them. I think that's really interesting. I haven't done like in that kind of scale before, and just I'm looking forward that I can just put my brain there on the shelf. I don't need to focus on anything else in my life. I can just go there and hyper focus with my art and just create, and forgot to eat and forgot to sleep. I love it. In general, I think more companies, they should start sponsoring and doing these kind of art concepts and putting at least some of the money to provide artists, or like giving these kind of chances. Companies.